Okay, welcome everyone to another session on the slate. Thank you for joining us. Today we are here with casting director Judy Bouley, and she is going to give us a nice kind of dual session, and she's going to do a little bit of teaching at the beginning, and then she'll take questions at the end from people. So a few of you have been through this before, and I'll go through this once it's time to start questions, but when you do have a question, use the raise hand function, and once it's time to answer questions, we will hopefully get to as many people as we can. But I don't need to take any more time away from the real expert, so Judy, you can take it away.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm so happy to see your precious faces. First of all, Backstage family, thank you, Elise. Thank you, Backstage. I'm thrilled to be a guest. I'm going to click through and look at all the faces. All right, Elise says I don't have a lot of time, so I'm talking fast. I hope you kids are going to take notes. First, most important, I love you all. You are artists. Art saves lives. You have a huge responsibility. This is an amazing time for us all to discover new parts of our preciousness. Write that down. Everybody write that down. Look, I've got the best job in the world. I'm a grateful casting director, learned from the best. And simply, I love actors. You guys were already smart enough to check me out on IMDb and Google. There's Vincent. He's smiling at me. Hi, Vincent. So you already know that I've been casting for, oh God, lots of years. So, Jurassic World, Oblivion, Master and Commander. I've worked on a bunch. Lost Boys. Who saw Lost Boys? Okay, right. Tell the truth. Who saw SpongeBob SquarePants, the movies? 5 movies with Tom Hanks. Look, it's just all great. And one day I hope to cast each and every one of you. Okay, the great news is I'm casting a movie now. And things are, even in our weird and strange and amazing time now, things are moving forward. Okay, so here we go. Okay, Elise, we're going to talk first about auditions. I'm going to talk really fast to get as much out as possible. Most important, be authentic, be honest. Know your character, and when you walk in the room, please do not perform your character. When you are in scene, please be your character. Do not go with your first instinct. That's lazy. Please do not go with your first instinct. How are you going to learn your character? You're going to journal. You're going to do your backstory. You're going to know who and what, where, when, why, how, all these things. Oh, I'm seeing people are taking notes. I'm happy, Elise. All this about your character. What kind of music does your character listen to? Wow, I've never been a homeless woman. I'm going to go to Ralph's and Trader Joe's with my mask on, and I'm going to go shopping as my character. And in the car on the way, I'm going to listen to music my character would listen to. You're going to get to know your character inside and out. So when you are in the room and things happen and I go, great. Okay, and what do you think is happening now for your character? You're not going to look down at your sides, which you don't have anyway because you're off book. You're not going to wonder. You are going to know the answer. You are going to absolutely know the answer. And Nicole's answer is going to be different than Charles's answer. It's going to be different than Ellen's. It's going to be different than Sonia's and Elise's. Okay, be off book. I already said that. Kids, but keep your sides. And when you're in the room, I know we're all doing self-tapes these days, but we will be in the rooms again. Bring your headshot and resume. I don't care if we said we don't need it. You're going to have it in your kit. I can't tell you how crazy it makes me when I say, may I please have your headshot and resume? And they say, oh, well, my agent said I didn't need it. Or I thought my agent sent it to you. Wrong. It's your calling card. That goes in the room with you. How am I doing, Elise? Thumbs up? All right, good. Please know who you're in the room with. When you're coming to see me, I know you kids are all busy. You've all got lots of auditions. IMDb, Google. Who's Judy Bouley? Oh, wow, her name's Judy Bouley, actually, this beautiful French name. Thomas is laughing at me. All right, Thomas. So let's know who you are in the room with. bother to see what they're working on, a touch bit about their project. So when you go in the room and we've seen 42 actors that day, and you're coming in at 2:30 and I didn't get lunch, you go, wow, Judy, congratulations. It's amazing that you guys are doing this and this and how fabulous so-and-so's in the movie. I'm ready. Okay. We're people too. We want to be acknowledged. Oh, and yeah, okay, that's it. That's all I'm saying. We're people too. Dress to suggest the part. Don't rent a cop outfit for NCIS. Look, kids, with these self-tape auditions you guys are all doing now, let's follow the directions. I know you're doing 7 a night, but let's, follow the directions and read what everybody needs. Here's the thing maybe no other casting director wants, but I love. And it shows me that my assistant actress, Vidushi Chada, who's on the line and waving at you guys, that when Chada comes in the room, or Juliet or Isaac Nunez comes in the room, that, oh, and now I just went off book. What am I talking about? Oh, self-tapes, right, okay. Now, kids, when you finish doing your first read, and it says, only send one read and do this and look right in the camera, do all those directions, you know what? Throw in an improv at the end. Give me 1 or 2 lines. Let me see a little something that's you. Okay. Please, oh, for the love of God, always have a second delivery of your performance ready in your hip pocket, because I'm going to go like this a lot to you guys. That was great. That was really good. Okay. Can you do it again differently? And you're thinking, but if I did it great, why am I doing it differently? Because I want to know if you know your character. And I would like another option to show Tom Hanks, who is one of my directors, or Peter Weir, or Sam Mendes, or any of those people. Or maybe you're directing my next movie. I want to be able to show them that you've got that. Now, so then I say, could you do it differently? Here's a bad question for you to ask. Yeah, Judy, how do you want me to do that differently? Oh, everybody's writing that. That's bad. Here's a better one. Yes, I can do it differently. Do you have notes for me? What just happened? We took the responsibility off of the casting director and we put it on me, the actor. And yeah, sometimes I'm going to have notes. That's good. Look, I think that the scene was a little slow. Let's do this. Or, I forgot to tell you one thing about the other actor or this. And you're going to go, wow. And you're not going to right away go, yeah, okay, ready. You're going to take it in and you're going to let that inform the next read we're going to do. And then we're going to get the second read on the camera and I'm going to show both to the director because that's what I do. Okay. Kids, the casting room, it doesn't go like this. Here's the casting director. Everybody's watching my hands. Here's the actor. N-O spells no. Watch this. If you don't walk in the room, Eric Dela Cruz, I'm not paying my rent, am I? Okay? So we need each other. Well, neither one of us are working. Well, you're working without me. The director could see you without me. Please understand, I don't want this. It's this, guys. We're in partnership, okay? All right. In the waiting room. Oh, it makes me crazy. I go out in the waiting room. I try not to, book too many people, of course, but maybe 2 or 3 actors are there. No, with the texting and the thing and on the thing, and you're breathing or you're listening to quiet music that your character might listen to. Or, somebody just told me I'm hilarious. Who said that? I love that. Okay, back on book, Judy Bouley. So kids, in the waiting room, we're going to do the breath and the prayer. I'm going to teach you guys at the end of everything, yeah? But no, with the looking, oh my God, he wore a blue shirt. I don't care. You're there. You're precious. I want you, and I want you centered. And turn your phone off before you come in. Okay, chickens, listen to me. Mama Bouley says this: be in service to your fellow actors. Gotta be in service to your fellow actor. Judy, what does that mean? I'm not washing his car. No, but you're going to be possibly in scene, and your fellow actor may drop a line, and you're going to have to make a quick move. And maybe that even means sacrificing your next line in order to, oops, still make sense and go on to whatever has to happen. You guys got to be on your game. Exercised, read, hydrated, being in service, doing your meditation, doing your journaling, doing your, yeah, that's right, be present with everyone. Thank you, Nicole Jeanette, she says to everyone. How am I doing, Elise, on time? Okay. Vidu, you're going to give me a 5-minute warning. Okay. I think, Elise, is this now where I talk about my classes?
You can do whatever you want. I would say if you want to do half and half, we have 15 more minutes until we're halfway through. So
Who's a fast talker?
Yeah, great.
All right, good. Backstory. Raise your hands. Are you guys great at backstories? Yeah, okay. There's 4 hands on this page. Okay. Uh-oh, somebody just said no. Hey, Hal Whiteside's waving at me. Anna Morales, Eric Williams. All right, good. Cool. Now, here's the other thing that I want to say. It's all the little things, just when you walk in the room and I say, do you have any questions about the character? Please do not pull up yes, Stephanie, I see you got a hand raised. Please do not pull up a chair and sit down and want to take lots and lots and lots of time to talk about the character. I'm not going to have the time to do that with you. But if you do have important questions that need to inform what you're going to do in the room with me, please ask those. Why did she decide to get the abortion? Now, you may have, because I know you guys aren't all getting full scripts. I do like to send my full scripts to my actors because let's just all, do this. But I know most of you guys are just getting sides. Is that correct? Can I see a jazz hands if that's a correct? Okay. All right. Again, a whole other reason to create your backstory. In my backstory, oh, Sherry saying yes privately to me. Hi, Sherry Brock, Shari. In my backstory class, we really go into it. And I give the men all one scene or script and the women all one. And you guys are all creating your own backstories and we're listening to how different every one of them are. Yeah? Good. All right. How else can you be in service? Well, right now, more than ever, it's about being in service. Let's see, here's a silly thing about me. I was raised in Japan. My dad was in the military. So I was 6 when I went to Japan. Watashi no Nihonji namai wa Junko-chan. So, okay, you're loving that. So, you guys, there is just this preciousness about each of you. And now is the most important time where we are discovering, write this word down, our vulnerability. That's a word. I don't want to be vulnerable. And oh, yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do. And we need to mine that vulnerability. Hey, Elise, I'm flipping through. I'm looking at more faces. We need to mine our vulnerability in order to help us become more of who we are, actually becoming our best selves. And you guys, this time, this weird, wacky, none of us have ever done this time, this so is giving us this opportunity to do this. This is our precious time to discover our best selves and how we can best be in service. So I'm going to say it again. Exercising, meditation. I've had a meditation practice for 38 years. If Elise gives us 60 seconds at the end, I'm going to take us out on a little breath and my prayer. Make your own up. Make up your own prayers. Okay, one thing always important is that we first give ourselves self-love, loving kindness, and then we can share it with everybody else. Yeah. It's like you being completely off book and so knowing your character and walking into that audition room to do a scene with Maria, and you also know everything, you know her lines as well. You are completely in service to her as well. Good. Okay. Elise, what would you like to do, my love? Do you want to start with questions?
If you're ready to go to questions, we can start. I'm sure people would be thrilled to have as much time
Extra
as
time?
possible.
Oh, okay. Well, because I can just faff on for days and days. Oh, hang on. Who saw Killer Clowns from Outer Space and is willing to admit it? Uh-huh. Okay, Tanya Todd. Kids, I'm going to say now so I can stop thinking about the business portion of things. When you email for my class information, I created a Zoom Judy casting. So it's Zoom and then Judy's got a Y and then casting. My Vidushi is putting it in your chat thing. And then I'm supposed to say my Instagram handle is JB Casting, like Judy Bouley, JB Casting. And that I coach privately and I teach group Zoom sessions and very, very reasonably like that. I am in service to actors. Okay, some Ashley Andrews. Thank you to you too, love. Elise, could we do questions?
Yeah,
And then will you give me 60 seconds at the end?
certainly. Okay, so we're going to go to questions. A lot of you know the drill, but just as a reminder, please keep it to one question so that as many people have a chance to answer or ask a question as possible. And make sure your video function is on because we cannot call on you if your video is not on. And no solicitations or sharing your work or anything. That is not what these sessions are for. And if you have a question, use the raise hand function that's in the toolbar on the bottom of your screen. And we're gonna get started. So I guess the first person, I think I saw someone on chat. It says Stephanie Taihi, but I think that that is a different account than it is. But I'm gonna unmute you and you can clarify.
Yes, actually, that is my wife's name, and I don't know why it's coming up with her name and not mine. Maybe she was the last one to use Zoom, I guess. But anyway, just as good. Anyway, pleasure to meet you, and thank you so much for doing this. All right. I apologize if this is a weird question, but we've been told many times by acting teachers and so forth, prepare, obviously be off book and the whole 9 yards, but don't overwork the character. Don't overdo it, that sort of thing. Never quite fully understood that, but I guess my question is that something that you can speak to and maybe identify with, or maybe recognize in someone who's maybe overdone a character when they came in? Is there actually such a thing in your book, in your mind?
That's an interesting question. Would you please repeat your first name?
It's Chris. I'm sorry.
Chris, thank you. No, not at all. Not at all.
It's Chris Ty. No, people don't know how to pronounce my last name. I just say
Great.
like bow tie. I should have been named Bo.
Great. So the question again is to not overwork the role. Is that the is that correct?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's to be. I've been told, don't overwork the character so much.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I think I've got that. I mean, I talked about creating backstory and all that, but we're not rigid, right? We're going to take our vulnerability into the room. And look, I'm in the room with my camera and my this and my everything and what the director needs and da da da. I'm doing my work. You're at your house. You're getting ready for that and thing, and you're listening to the music. You're going to Trader Joe's as that character. You're sorting yourself out. You're getting off book, and then we're going to come together. And Chris, it's whatever's going to happen in that room is going to be magic. Now, look, I've had an actor come in the room and be over the top. And I'm thinking, uh-oh, this isn't working. So I don't even, so maybe I even stop the camera or something because I have to do all the editing and all that. But I find something very special about them. And then I do a little thing in the room to help center the actor if need be. And then we do it again. And I tell them, look, I work, I don't know what the word is, Elise, kinesthetically, or I don't know what happens, but I feel a thing in my body. I'm not that smart, so I just rely on my body. And when I know the actor's there when my breathing changes. So I hope that's a help. Don't overwork it and be prepared. Go in and be ready to be completely fresh and open and consider something new. I hope that's a help. Thank you, Chris. Elise. Oh. Oh, Elise. I can't hear anything.
Sorry, I was muted. That was fine. Thank you, Chris, for that question. Charlie, Ria, you are next.
Right. Thanks. Hi.
You're
Thank
adorable.
You so much for this opportunity. Thank you. You've honestly been so helpful. I've already got 2 pages of notes. Okay, so thank you so much. My question is basically, what stands out to you the most? Like, which do you prefer, an actor with more training or an actor with more experience? Because it's kind of hard to balance the two because they both take so much time. So
right. Really interesting question, Charlie. No one's asked me that in 38 years. Guess what I want? I'll have the actor with no training or no experience. I want the most honest, authentic actor. That's who I want.
Okay.
I've got a 15-year-old student right now who's never had one class in her life. I can't wait to cast this kid. Yeah, it's never one size fits all. Really smart question. I'm very grateful you asked that. I love your beautiful accent. I'm going to be teaching a workshop in London in September. Okay.
Thanks. See ya.
Thank you, Charlie. Sorry for butchering your name. Okay. The next question is coming from Vi Patry. Sorry again if I messed that up.
Now, how do I see that little face? Do I click through the pictures? Yeah.
Can you see me?
Oh yeah, hi.
Hi, you said my name perfectly also, thank you, because everyone always messes it up, and I really appreciate that. Also, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. My question is actually regarding tattoos. I've gotten a lot of mixed advice on what you do if you're an actor. Like I have this and I have a wrist tattoo, and so they're visible, and I've gotten like, don't tell anyone about it until you're hired. I've gotten, don't even bother wear a full sleeve shirt. So I was just wondering, do you think that they're a hindrance given the fact that they're not anything profane or inappropriate?
Oh, thank you for that question. Bless you. Do you keep it hidden? Dishonesty, never a good thing in my book. I wouldn't walk in announcing things. Also, what's the character? If she's a nun, probably not. Are we wanting to see the tattoos? So then, and we're going to dress to suggest our nun. But we would absolutely be kind to the casting director and show them, and this is the thing, which of course we can cover with makeup. But yeah, we need to know that. Let me tell you about working on Castaway with Tom Hanks. 5 movies I've done with that man. Good God, I started on Turner and Hooch when I was, 12. And then, what are the other ones? Castaway and that one, Larry Crown, where he's on the motorcycle with Julia Roberts, and then the Polar Express, my personal favorite. So there I am, getting the guy ready to go, the double for Tom Hanks, who gets to go to Fiji for 6 weeks. And he's got to do the stuff with Tom in the water. Even though we crashed the plane on stage at Sonia, I just want to say. Anyway, we got in the real water in Fiji. And there's the guy, who didn't tell me about, who was perfect for Tom, the perfect double for Tom, who didn't tell me about the tattoos on his stomach. They were really cool, but there's no way he could get in the water, do the Tom thing, and then pop out of the water with whatever the heck that was on his belly. Please, yeah. That was a long story. So let's tell the truth about the tattoos. Yeah. If it's, if it comes up. It's on your resume, no? Is it, or your thing at the bottom? Tattoos, or no, you guys don't put that?
My agency never told me to put it on my resume. They
Right.
said to do releases. And I think
Right.
it's interesting that you mentioned to say it in the room, because I've never been given that advice. Is there a time, like, do you read your part and then when you're done auditioning, do you like walk over and go,
All
just
right.
to let you know?
All right, I'm going to go quickly because Elise is ready to call on our next person, but I do want to be clear because so many people have tattoos. What's the character? I mean, if she's the biker chick, then we're going to see your tattoos anyway. If she's a nun, yeah, you owe me, the casting director, the explanation. And Judy, I would also like you to see, I've worn long sleeves for the nun, but I would like you to, I just would like you to know that. I'm going to go, wow, there's an honest actor who, by the way, did a great audition. They can sort out the tattoos. Great, thank you.
Right.
Very smart question and very timely.
Thank you, Vi. Dia Soni is next. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really not great with the names today.
That's okay. It's but that's fine. Sony like Sony. Hello. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's been so incredibly helpful.
Thank you.
As an actor, I always strive to be authentic and honest, and that really spoke to me. And I love that advice because it's just something I enjoy it more personally as well, if I'm being honest. But you had said one of the first things you said too was not to go with your first instinct. So what did you mean by that? Because I feel like
I'm so happy you asked me that question. And when I say it in my classes, people say, what does that mean? And so I'm really glad that you asked it. And I really want you guys to think about this. Oh, wow. Okay. So and I know you're all busy. I know everybody's doing all these self-tapes, but you got to do it. Okay. All right. So all right, she's a thing, and she's a mother. Okay, but she gave her baby up for, and she's really angry in this scene.
It's 0 hours.
I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry, my computer. Sorry about that.
And she's really angry, and she's telling her husband, and I've had it. I mean, I just had it with you, and I know you're cheating on me. I know it. I saw your text. I saw your phone. Or maybe there's all different ways to show this and to find her vulnerability in this, not just her anger. And you can do it right now. Go ahead. No, it's easy. Don't think. Go.
So I read the.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep, you're doing it. Go.
I think I'm just at a loss if I got a mess. I saw what I think I saw something, and I think I should hear it from you first.
Bravo. You just did it. Bravo. Yep, you just did it. So let's don't go. So let's don't go with our first instinct, guys. Yeah. Let's look at all the different ways. How would this feel? Sit with it. What about the time yeah. Good. Find the piece you connect with. Some of you guys, your beautiful name, which I can't pronounce, Naila is clapping for you. Look, I'm working on a project called The Scenic Route, and Bobby's a serial killer. He's 19. Now, so somebody's going to come in and read that and prepare that. Probably hasn't been a serial killer before, so can't pull on old experience. But isn't a serial killer pretty broken on a lot of levels? And what's behind that? Okay, anger. What's behind that? Loneliness. What's behind that? I don't know, child abuse. What's behind that? What's behind? Keep mining your character. So when you walk in the room, you're just beautiful you. And you gave me something even the director didn't think about. So I'm in Bulgaria with Colin Farrell. Thank you very much. Ed Harris, Saoirse Ronan when she was 15. Who saw Saoirse Ronan, who's now been nominated for an Oscar twice. Oh my God, I'm so proud of her. 15, we had her in Bulgaria on The Way Back. Please watch that movie, The Way Back, not The Way Back, The Way Back. Peter Weir, who did Dead Poets Society, he's a genius. I did Master and Commander with him. I got to live in Mexico for a year, be on the boat with Russell Crowe, like that. So we're in Bulgaria. I don't remember the story. Elise is laughing at me. And Peter Weir says, Judy, would you please set up a little rehearsal with this? Who saw The Way Back? Oh, yay. Dan Wixman's in all my movies. Hello, Dan. And Peter says, Judy, I would like to do a little rehearsal, actually, to just see what, and here's Peter Weir, who's a genius. Thank you very much. I can't tell you how many times he's been nominated. And so I would like you to please set up a little rehearsal with this character, and this character. Okay, Peter, it was just a rehearsal, guys, 2 hours before lunch, one day in Bulgaria on the forest set where we built the forest on stage. And then Peter says to me 2 days later, I've decided to change the beginning of the movie. Okay. Yay, you. Yay, those actors who walked in that room to be in service to Peter. Am I right, Vincent? So, yeah. Okay. Yes, Elise, next question. Elise muted again.
I just realized I was muted. Thank you. Next question will be John Cato?
Who I'm trying, oh wait, I go back to the first page and then I think I see him. Okay.
It's not letting me unmute him.
Okay.
There we go.
Hi, John. Where is John?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Hey, John!
Yes.
In the green
Hi.
shirt. Hi.
Okay. Thank you for this. I got a lot of info from you. My question was, I just actually received something from a screenwriter who sent me the sides for his short film, and I specifically put for one character, but he said I'm more than welcome to submit a self-tape for more than one character. Is that something that I should just like keep in mind in general, or is that only if the casting director asks or says by all means?
Wow, really smart question, and congratulations, John, that
Thank you.
Director is looking at you for more than one role. That speaks to you, dear. That
Yes,
speaks to
thank you.
Okay,
Thanks.
so that's your preciousness that the director recognizes. And so I have had more than a lot of times somebody walk in the room prepared with Rachel, and she walks in the room and I go, oh shit, I shouldn't have done Rachel. She really looks like she would be the thing because the director said a redhead for, but because I respect actors and she prepared Rachel and I'm waiting for the magic that I'm just there to support my job. I step back and I hold you, my job. I turn the camera on and she does Rachel and she does a good job. And then I say, so then I know she's a good actor, or she didn't do a good job. And I go, thank you so much. That was great. Thank you for what you brought to me today. And she leaves and then she's on the movie. And then she does a great job as Rachel. And I say, look, Ellen, you did a great job as Rachel. That was delicious. Okay, can I throw a cold read at you? Guys, the answer to that question would be yes. Now I've had, I'm not really good at cold reads. Well, bloody get better at it. Or, okay, then go. Vidu's laughing at me. My assistant's laughing at me. So she's fired. So then, and I'm going to say, would you take 15 minutes? Would you like 15 minutes to sit in the lobby and sort this out? Or depending upon my schedule, would you like to come back in 2 hours? Or, well, no, I got to be in Santa Monica at my next thing. Or, okay, then well, then let's do this. And I've had actors in the room. This blows me away. I don't know how to teach cold reading, but you kids should all be taking a cold reading class. In the room, read through the sides twice, and they go, I'm ready. And I have cast that person to then be Helen, not Rachel. John Cato, go you.
Judy,
Thank
so
you for that.
if someone is not in the audition room and they're just sending in self tapes, especially in a situation like now, will it deter you from watching two different tapes if someone does read for two roles?
Not me, but kids, I'm the most generous casting director on the planet. I do this till 3 a.m. I'm looking at submissions and the self tape and let's rewind. Oh my God, I love when she did the thing. I'm insane. Send them, guys. All they can do is delete. All that get better if they've got it. You know. Guess what I love with self tapes? 2 reads, 2 different reads. You be smart enough to make that choice. Guess what I love? Don't just finish on the last written word. Well, there's no other thing for me to say. Improv. Give me a line. Give me 2 lines. Give me something. Give me a look. Give me a shrug. And for the love of God, please, let's don't hold the camera. You kids with your self-tapes, I don't want this and this. And words, more words are coming, and then words and words. You know, guys, it's just a little, it can be a thing, you know? I mean, when my beauty, who was it? My Dia Sonia was, you know, it can be a look away. You know, I saw your phone. You know, I saw your text. Did that help? Send them, tape them, send them. They can delete.
Okay.
Don't overdo it. Don't do all 9 characters if you feel strongly about something. Okay, yes?
All right, the next up with a question is Regina.
Hi, Judy.
Hello, my love, Regina.
I'm not going to take any time because I don't have a question, but it's the only chance I would have to say hello to you after 24 years or something. So from the road to Wellville.
Oh my God. Oh my God, hello, baby girl.
I sent you a message this morning on
great.
your Instagram, but I knew you probably wouldn't get it in time. But
bless you. 1,000 years ago.
Thank you for being here, and everybody, she is as wonderful as she seems. So
listen, Regina, God bless.
Thank you, Regina.
Anthony Hopkins, Matthew Broderick, John Cusack, 1,000 years ago. And John Cato liked the movie.
Mardia Young is the next one with a question.
Looking for a face.
Mardia?
Hello.
Hi, Mardia.
Hey, I didn't mean to ask a question.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was raising my hand to agree with you from earlier. But hi.
Lots of love, Mardia.
To ask a question, can you please turn on the camera?
Oh, so she did not have a question. Mardia did not have a question.
Okay. If you guys are going to use the raise hand function, we are so happy to have Judy here, and we're so excited that she's giving us so much great advice. But please, because we're on a limited time, please only use the raise hand function if you have a question, so that you can get a question answered and everyone else who's tuned in can learn from that answer. And Judy was generous enough to share her contact information earlier in the chat. So if you have a message for her, you can send it to her directly and she will read it.
Well, let's say Judy's also really busy casting a movie.
Also very busy, but that is a way to send a note on your own time and on
correct
on her own time.
Correct. Yeah.
Janine is the next person with a question. And actually, Janine, if you want to ask a question, please enable your camera. And in the meantime, I'm going to go to Suzanne Hall.
Hey.
Suzanne? Okay.
Hi.
Where's my Suzanne? Suzanne, hey you.
Hey. Thanks so much for doing this.
My absolute honor.
any advice or tips on for someone who's getting back into the swing of things after many years away,
Yes.
getting into actual auditions?
Yes. First of all, congratulations. And of course, and remember that you're bringing all your experience with all of your acting before and now your life experience, which is going to bump up your game, you know. Yeah. So, and I'm sorry, you asked, about getting into auditions. Well, of course, you're going to go on Backstage.
Yeah.
Oh, so of course you belong to Backstage, right? Yeah, that's how you're here. And so you're going to see what auditions are out there. You know that there are other submission platforms, right? And if not, because I'm not going to assume. So if not, that's certainly a Google question for you, and that's certainly asking fellow actors. And where do you live?
Yeah, Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, cool. Oh, great. Oh, cool. Oh, John Waters love. And you, you know, I'm hoping are also involved in your local acting community as well. And then Backstage, of course, is worldwide, and there are so many other submission platforms. But you guys networking with each other, man, that's the way to go.
Okay, thank you.
You know, I hope you're all chatting each other up. Kids, Suzanne Hall, all of you guys right now, be in service to Suzanne Hall. You go ahead and chat her up with your suggestions as well. Dead serious. Go. Ready, go.
Thank you, Suzanne. And we'll go back to Janine because I see you enabled your camera.
Okay. Hello. Good afternoon.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Thank you. So I'm in high school at the moment, and I don't really have a lot to put on a resume, like an acting resume. I only 2 off-Broadway shows. So I just wanted to know, is there anything that, you know, the casting agents would love to see?
Yes, I'm sorry. And we're casting directors, my love, and not casting agents. Agents are representatives. Casting directors, we work with you guys. Sweetheart, tell me your name again.
My name is Janine.
Okay, great. And did I hear you say that you did, what shows did you say you did?
So it was only at my high school.
Oh, great. Okay.
We did Aladdin.
Got it. Great. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Okay. Are you taking notes? Are you taking notes here? Okay, good. So to do your resume when you're just starting out, I have my actors do a writing exercise immediately. I give them 3 minutes. Write everything about me. Me. I sing and dance in Japanese. I can't cook. What other things can I do? It's free writing where you just write down. I'm kind to people. I meditate. I do yoga. Let's write the things about ourselves. Don't say we golf if we don't really golf. Don't say you can ride a horse. I cast the guy who said he could ride a horse who fell off the horse. Don't do that. Let's start learning about yourself, my love. You write these things out. Yeah. And you're going to look at resumes online and see how we line them up. And absolutely, those count. It's never, I just did this in high school. That's fantastic. And any other training that you did with you at your young age, there could be gymnastics, there could be singing, there could be tumbling, there could be any sports that you've done. It's all about you. Start building, start getting to know yourself. Yeah, let's look at it on paper. Oh yeah, I can do that. I can do it. Did that help, sweetheart?
Yes, thank you very much.
I'm very proud of you. Anybody who's got any thoughts for this young lady, put that down.
Thank you, Janine. And next we're going to go to John Backstrom.
John, where's John?
Hey.
There's John. Get out of town. There's John.
Right here. Hi, Judy. So I have a question for you. This is something that's come up in some other Q&As with casting directors, and I was wondering what you think about actors reaching out to casting directors directly, if they're not represented by an agent or a manager or anything, sort of like a cold calling.
Right. Oh God, I wish John hadn't asked me that question, Elise. All right.
I think it sounds like a bad idea, but I don't know. Some people have said it's a good idea. So you seem like you are smart. So
I don't know about smart, but I sure as hell am sweet.
wise.
So thank you, my love. Or I'm kind. I'm kind. So look, in the old days, we used to do generals. And I'm going to get back to that in a sec. I just have to say I got a text message from someone who's very famous, who I invited as a quiet guest on to watch. And so she just texted, A+ gold star class, they're all great. So anyway, I just wanted to say that that we had a little somebody in the house for you kids today. I was delighted she joined us. All right, John. So look, I put my submissions out on Backstage where everybody can do the thing, and I do that, or I mean, I put my project out, and then everybody stand by. Elise, Vidushi got locked out, she just said. And
okay, I can add her back
in 2 minutes. Great. Okay, done. Okay, just did that. Oh my God, with the texting and the thing and the Instagram, I can't take it all. Okay, John. Look, to be honest, I mean, I cast a movie in February. I got 8,200 submissions for 6 roles. They were all leads. Look, I look at everybody. I just do. I'm a workhorse. Because what happens if the 7,039th woman is, or guy is Chris Teague and I didn't see him? Uh-oh, me. So, and, invariably these days I open my email and there's, everybody went on IMDb Pro and got my personal email. Please don't do that, guys. It's like, then I open my email and I'm so busy because I want to look at everybody who submitted. And now here's, hey, hi, I already submitted from Backstage, but I just thought I would. And even managers and agents do it as well. Please take extra special look at and it just, I'm already, yesterday was a 14-hour day for me. And we're not in production, So I don't know, John, darling, but I got to say one thing. If your heart propels you, proactive, man. Proactive. That's what I did when I was 29 years old and got hired on The Lost Boys or something, and then did Star Trek 4 or whatever. Living up in Santa Cruz. I wasn't even in Hollywood, So follow your heart on that one, guys. You can't do it on all of them. And look, a lot of times you're going to do a mass mailing to all of the casting directors. Some days I delete when I'm exhausted. And guess what? Some days I pick 3 and I respond. And, oh, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Some actors have had tea in my living room. Okay, I didn't say that. Go. Erase, John, erase. How we doing? 11:51, Mom.
Yeah, so depending on what the questions are, we have time for 1 or 2 more. So we'll go to Marta next.
Hi.
Where's my Marta? Ah, there's Marta. You're pretty and you're blue.
Hi, Judy. Well, this is all new to me. I just started performing and acting a year ago, and I just need advice. Everything that I've learned today is wonderful, but do you have any special advice for older, mature women starting out?
Well, could I just say, Marta, that the film I'm casting now has 2 couples, and they are between 68 and 72 years old. So I would just like to say that the stars of my movie, because you know how they say, like, well, I'm older than you, but when we get to my age, yeah, I would say, look, like anybody, any age, Marta, look, let's please don't define yourself, darling, as someone your age. You don't have to do something more special than my beautiful princess from high school who was in Aladdin. but please do the same things. Be discovering yourself. And of course, you're going to do all of your, I assume you're going to get into training. I don't know how new you are.
I've been taking acting classes for about 10 years, and I've graduated
Wow.
from Second City and IO.
Wow.
Just as sort of a fun thing. And then I started getting calls to come in for extras and stuff. So
fantastic. That's all being on set. I started my movie career a casting background. I am so proud of that. It's what I did on Jurassic World. Handpicked Evita, lived in Buenos Aires for 5 months, cast 38 principal roles in that movie. First went to Broadway, then flew to Buenos Aires and lived there for 5 months. While Madonna and Alan Parker and Antonio Banderas were recording in London, I went down and got sorted out there and handpicked the 4,000 background that we used in Argentina. And then we hired a local casting guy because my Spanish isn't good. Yes. Wow. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there, kids. The more set experience we have, the better. Never know when you're going to get thrown a line, and just be there, be happy. You know, these SAG actors are making $250 a day as extras on as background. Okay, just wanted to throw that out.
Okay.
Yeah. So Marta, just do, you know, and anybody also, kids, be in service to Marta right now. Let's go on the chat. Somebody says, I have a very, very important question, says Sonia privately. Sonia. Elise, how am I to deal with all this chat business on the right?
I mean, if you want to, I can try. I'll find Sonia.
But I mean, I don't know. Somebody loves me. Here's a British actor. How important is the accent?
But I think, yeah, trying to deal with the chat
multitask,
and
right?
Is right. A little bit. And we have so we have time for one more question.
Great. I love accents. I love accents. And yeah, you guys, if you're gonna, you know, we're a global community, so let's all work on all of our accents all the time. My Japanese one's great. And
okay, the last question, Emmett, you are up.
Awesome, thank you. Hello.
Got it, Tracy. We'll do the meditation. Hello, my love. Hello, my Emmett. Look at you.
So obviously, thank you. I'm a trans guy, and I found recently that a lot of people are getting back like, oh, no, we're not looking for trans guys to play roles. I don't know if there's any advice you have on that.
Wow, this one, great question, Emmett. Yay, you. I have to say, this one's not in my kit yet. That's not yet been in anything I've cast. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to be a good resource for you on this. I apologize. If anyone is a good resource, let's chat Emmett up now. Mm-hmm. Emmett, Elise, mm-hmm. I don't know, how else could we help Emmett with that question?
I think if you were in a situation where you were casting something, and whether it was background or you didn't have specific instructions, you know, your breakdown was a little bit more flexible, maybe how would you handle that situation? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm saying, I'm saying I can't it's hard for me because I'm not a casting director. I just interview a lot of casting directors. So as a casting director, you know, I know that there's a lot of times where breakdowns are really specific and restrictive, but not always. And what kind of influence do you have as a casting director to change the mind of someone if someone comes in with a great audition and does a great performance? What kind of influence do you have in the audition room with a director or with a producer or a showrunner, or something, you know, depending on what type of project you're working on?
I'm so sorry, Elise. I thought you were, please excuse me, I thought you were talking to Emmett. Were you speaking to me?
Yeah. I think to attempt to help you answer the question.
Okay, go. Thank God. Okay, good.
Yeah, just as much as you can, imagine that you're in a situation where you're casting something and you have the opportunity of a flexible breakdown where you don't have to restrict yourself to, you know, certain physical or any type of characteristic. what opportunity does that provide you as a casting director, and how much influence can you have if someone delivers a great performance and one of the people on the creative team was maybe imagining the role to be something different or something specific in their mind,
right?
But this person comes in with a great performance. So what power do you have?
Oh, it depends on who my director is, but I have a lot of power in the room typically. Yeah, I mean, that's why they hire me.
And in my experience, casting directors are kind of the placeholders for people who can think about things a little bit more creatively or differently, or aren't so set in how things have already been done.
You guys, Elise should have run this session. She's smarter than me. Go, Elise. Everybody, come on.
I've spent a few years interviewing casting directors. This is what I picked up from all the people that.
Great. And I'm thrilled with the question. Thank you. And thank you for being there. I can't wait to have you in my audition rooms.
Yeah.
How that's going to be Zooming or whatever. Is it time to meditate?
Yes. Thank you so much, Emmett. I will leave it up to Judy now to close out the session with a little bit of mindfulness so that we can all get on with this challenging time with a little bit of peace.
Thank you. Elise, thank you. Thank you, Backstage. Bless all of you, each and every one of you precious souls. Look, I started this session with art saves lives. You are artists. You have responsibility. Now more than ever, you cannot drop that responsibility. Can I get a thumbs up or a jazz hands or an anything? Okay, great, good. All right, here we go, kids. Okay, eyes closed, please. And hands over your heart. We're going to do 3 breath in to the count of 4. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Deeper. Breath out. Okay, palms together, thumbs at your heart chakra. May all beings be happy. All beings everywhere, seen or unseen, near or distant, born or to be born. May we all be happy. May we all be peaceful. May we live without suffering. And may we live in happiness. May all beings be happy. All right, chickens, you guys have a great life. I'm here for you. I'll see you in classes. I'll see you in audition rooms. I'll see you on my self-tapes. And I'll see you on set. Backstage, thank you. Elise, thank you. Bless you all. Go have an amazing life.
Thank you, Judy. And thanks for everyone for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day and weekend.